That takes the field to start. Big day for Finlay Bealham and Rob Herring, particularly in that front row. Interesting to see how Tadhg Beirne goes at number 6. Can also, of course, play in the second row. CJ Stander and Will Connors make out that back row. Conor Murray alongside Billy Burns, making his first start for Ireland today on the day of his third cap. Big midfield, McCluskey and Farrell. It'll be interesting to see what they bring to the game, and Earls and Hugo Keenan either side of Jacob Stockdale in the number 15 shirt. And lots of opportunities on the bench as well, particularly for Shane Daly, who will make his first international cap. Here's the Georgian side, and in their number 2 and hooker Mamukashvili, and their prop forward Nariashvili. They're 2 players of 4 in this Georgian side that last played against Ireland back in 2014. Big day for the number 10, who they continue with, the number 10, 21 years of age, Abuzadze, who had a little spell at Terenure College in Dublin at one stage, just 21 years of age, and a little bit like Italy with Garbisi. They're taking a young man, putting it set to go at the Aviva Stadium. This the 5th international between Ireland and Georgia. Ireland have won the previous 4, although they did get a mighty fright against Georgia back in 2000.
This level of the game is very difficult when you're under the pressure from top-class defences like this Irish team.
And Billy Burns with a little kick over the top of Chris Farrell to chase, and then Will Connors latches onto the ball. Billy Burns taking up where he left off in his cameo against England last week that eventually brought that try for Stockdale. It was the same sort of move.
It was the same sort of move.
Gap in the line out. Stander takes it at the front. It's down for Conor Murray, and Keith Earls gets involved, and McCluskey in midfield runs into Shabakadze, and then it's back for Henderson, and Ian Henderson uses that strength to get himself up to the 5-metre line, and Ireland have a real opportunity as Georgia's defence is stretched, need quick ball. Mamukashvili gets out of the way. Eventually Will Connors is the one who's asked to carry. It's advantage to Ireland for an offside against Georgia. Georgians desperate to try and get their hands on the ball, but they can't, and it's there for Burns, and Ireland have numbers out wide, and it should be a straightforward finish. Earls battles his way to the line. Tabuzadze did a really good job of stopping Keith Earls, but the ball is still there for Ireland. CJ Stander, Ireland should have scored. They had 5-on-3 and weren't able to cross the line. Henderson runs into Nariashvili. Here's Chris Farrell, lovely hands. Burns, what a try! Ireland are over. They'll check the grounding. Okay. But that was a little moment of magic.
To pull the ball back to Burns, and really from that distance out, I assume, yes, he's dotted that down.
Really lovely hands. He threatened the line, and when you have those big ball players, immediately the defence is fixed.
For him to move off that point as Billy Burns knocks over the conversion.
Stander from Murray, and Keenan comes in, the first receiver, flat pass to McCluskey, and Abuzadze puts him down. Murray looking for quick ball, couldn't. Conversion. And the penalty that struck well gives Sich for a knock-on as Lobzanidze digs it out. And around the corner comes Nigashvili, and Ireland's defence ready and waiting. Taken on by Jalagunya. Scrum half can see it again, and the back line get a rare opportunity maybe with ball in hand, and there's a little kick over the top from Tabuzadze, and it just gets away from him, and it's a good. Gianni takes it into contact. Ireland's defence is set. Tabuzadze sets it to Matiashvili, and then behind they go, and Kevesladze's away, and the centre is almost there. Is he going to do it all on his own? He is! What a try! Should be.
And what a way to do it. The inside ball was brilliant from Matiashvili, and then I didn't really know where he was going. But Kevesladze, I'm not sure he did at one point either, but he was running around dodging defenders, and it took 2 Irish centres to eventually drag him down, but too late. That inside ball, CJ Stander rushed out of the line, which meant there was a gap in behind him. Jacob Stockdale bought that dummy every day of the week. What a...
to come. Kick is good. Defend for 60 minutes means that they're physically out on their feet by the time they get to the last quarter, but
Stop,
that is still a long way
stop.
away. Zanidze fires it downfield, and Jacob Stockdale will look to atone for that defensive error and the little kick ahead, and both Stockdale and Earls are after it, but it's well covered by...
From the Georgians, Stockdale will be isolated. Gadze pretty well there. CJ Stander knew full well what he was doing.
Step back inside and sets Ireland up once more. Murray with the feed, and again, and Burns sees Will Connors, and that's a good tackle in midfield from the captain.
Yeah.
Gadze, but 2 from 2 for Billy Burns so far, a conversion and a penalty. And he'll add another 3 to that, and another 3.
Into touch. They can win this ball from the line out, get their driving ball in play. It's a very difficult thing to stop from this far out.
It didn't look like the straightest of throws from Herring, but the referee happy to let it go. Conor Murray's got his hands on it. Georgia doing a good job of stemming the first surge from Ireland at that ball, but on it continues, and Herring's away, and is he going to get there? The referee says no, held up.
Come back here.
Very difficult, very close from Herring.
We will just clean up the...
Murray feeds at the feet of Stander. Georgia locked that scrum out. McCluskey comes at pace, and he's a big unit to bring down, but he is brought down, and Ireland will continue to bash away at the fringes. Saganadze is the one to crawl away, having made the tackle. Farrell. Yet again, it was Saganadze that was there to make the tackle.
High tackle.
High tackle, says the referee, as Henderson looks to get there, and then it's Finlay Bealham who tries to squirt his way through the Georgian defence. They're hanging on. There is an advantage for a high tackle. Ireland will go again. This time it goes to Stockdale on the back line, and Hugo Keenan. Terrific pass from Stockdale. Keenan did a great job of holding on, and there was no one.
Team just batter away 1-2 metres from the breakdown. The Irish quick to spot the space, and that was a brilliant ball from Stockdale. 20 metres off his left hand.
Oh yeah, terrific pass, and Hugo Keenan really had to stretch to get... Is it going to sneak inside the post? It is indeed. Up go the flags. It's another 2 for Ireland. Ireland, are they in touch? No, says the assistant on this side, so on they go. Stretching Georgia one way, then the other. There's another pass from Stockdale. Out of this world to create the space, and McCluskey will scamper home, but all coming from another exquisite pass from Jacob Stockdale.
Well, how many times has Jake across the field? Look, 2 great decisions there to push the ball out the back, and that ball there really stretched that Georgian defence.
Time
and
off.
McCluskey.
Well, the television match official's going to have his hands forward, because there, from that angle...
When the ball leaves the hands, agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Luke? Okay. Agree? Okay.
Your view, Tom?
Now try. Back here.
Line out from Ireland this time. Rob Herring finds Tyke Byrne, who's been used a lot in the line out by Ireland in this game so far. McCluskey, good hands. Ross Byrne. And then it's Chris Farrell. Georgia across to make the tackles, and they do better than that.
Attack, but if that ball had gone even across Keith Earls, Jacob Stockdale was in acres of opportunity.
Seemed to strike it well. It is a good strike. Marlion's kick. And then Ireland will go and chase at this, but it's not a particularly good kick. And this ball is turned over, but at the breakdown.
Crawling on the...
Chilidze was under so much pressure, he just tried to sneak a few more inches along the ground.
So he's got to release it there. He doesn't. Matthew Delidze, well, on its way after the warm-up routine, and over it goes.
Their heads down, getting in between defenders.
O'Mahony, Marmion, Henderson, Ross Byrne, Jacob Stockdale, Farrell is beside him. Little kick from Stockdale, but that one's going to be outrun. Daly tried to get there, but a
22.
cross.
So much quicker when those big ball carriers, the likes of Cian Healy, the likes
Come
of
on,
Ian
guys,
Henderson,
we play,
just put
please.
their head down
No,
and
no,
burrow
we play.
themselves into that Georgian
We play.
defence. Just
Herring's throw taken for Stander. Then Stander charges at the line, and Ireland will try to dot it down, but they can't. And in many ways, that little passage of play sums up.
outside as that rolling ball from Ian Henderson. Almost did too well. It was great work from Yalahonia just to hold him up, get his
Okay,
body,
thank you.
get his knees underneath.
Seemed like they had their hands on the ball. The referee happy to let it continue. Ireland have the ball, and O'Mahony draws a defender. Lovely hands from Rue, and Stander goes route one, which is to drop the shoulder, but he puts a foot in touch,
Finish, guys.
and that will be that. A very, very disappointing and flat second half, in particular from Ireland. But credit to Georgia, who have grown in confidence and in ability over the last 3 weeks. And